Hello everybody, this is Ryan, and I'm going to be your instructor for AEP 858 Data Assessment this term. I'm really excited to get to know you, and I wanted to just make a short video to introduce you to the course and also introduce you to myself. So let's get started. I'm Ryan Cardula, and I currently work for Employed Public Schools. I'm the Director of Assessment Accountability. I've been in that role for 14 years. Prior to that, I was a math teacher for 14 years. I've been teaching at Fort Hays for a number of years now in this course and several other courses, and I'm really excited to get you started and share this course with you. So to do that, I always start off at the Fort Hays State University website, where I'm at right now. And what I do then is I would go to Students. From there, I'm going to choose Blackboard. And I always want to log in through Blackboard to access all of our resources. That way I make sure that my email address is working and things like that. So from there, I'm going to go to my courses. And I'm going to choose our class. And I have several other classes in here, but there's our classes right here. And we don't use Blackboard very much. Really, the only thing we use Blackboard for is to access the resources. And also, I use it a little bit for announcements to get started, and I'll do grades in it. But other than that, we'll do everything for the Google Classroom. So within Blackboard, you'll see an announcement. This announcement. You're going to get this announcement tomorrow sometime. It looks like on Monday, the 16th, around 2 p.m., you'll get this announcement with this intro video in it. Like I said, I'll use it a little bit. Once everybody's in Google Classroom, I'll transition the announcements over to Google Classroom. So what you do is then to get to your grades, I'll put grades in here, but there'll also be grades in Google Classroom. But then to get to our classroom, you'll click right here, and it'll take you off to our classroom. And this is what it looks like right now. And when you click on that link, it'll ask you to pick an email address. Make sure you're picking your Fort Hays State University email account. You shouldn't use your personal account. Make sure it's your Fort Hays one. That way you have access to all the resources. So this is what our Google Classroom looks like. So I'm going to kind of orient you here. So on this page is our stream. This is where you'll see announcements. I'll post announcements in the stream, and this is where they'll pop up. You'll probably get a week one announcement, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, to talk about what you're going to do. Talk about your assignment for this week. So that's where your announcements will be. Your classwork. There's in classwork. Right now, there is just one module. I have module 1. But up here are your resources. So you have your syllabus. And take a look at that. Just by clicking on it. And here's your here's your syllabus for this course. And then another place I want to point out to you would be course schedule. Now, I'm not going to post all of the modules right away. I'm still working on them. As you know, this semester we started to transition from Google Communities to Google Classroom. So I'm still working to get the bugs worked out of the module. So I'm going to post them a little slower than typical. I know module 1 is ready now. I won't post module 2 till maybe later this week or early next week. But so just be patient with me, and I really appreciate you doing this. Thank you for taking this class, but understand I need to work on some stuff to get some things straightened out. But if you want to see what the course looks like, when the due dates are, because some of you want to know due dates, if you go to your course schedule, you can actually read through this. And again, this is a draft. I'm still working through this as well. So it might change a little bit, but you'll see our first module is Data Dashboards, and it's due on Sunday, October 22nd. Our second module is Demographics Data. It is due on October 29th. So you can read through this text, and it'll give you an idea of what you're going to do in each module. Again, I'm still working on some of these, so some of this text may change, but it'll give you a good idea of when the due dates are, so you can kind of start planning a little bit. And we do only have 8 modules, so essentially 1 module per week. So your module 7 will be due on Sunday of the last week. And the case study will be due on the last day of class on December the 15th on Friday. So you can kind of see what the due dates are. And I don't think those are going to change much. But if they do, I will let you know. A couple other things I want to point out to you. We do a lot of APA in this course. So here's a quick reference guide to APA. Take a look at this. I do recommend this document right here. APA 7th edition quick reference guide. Because I do expect you to be able to use APA and use it correctly. So these kind of give you some quick reference sheet ways of doing your citations, your reference pages, and also your in-text citations. I expect you to do both of those. And we'll talk more about that as we go through this course. Not all of us, we'll do a lot of this, so we'll do more than others. But I want you to be aware that we will use a lot of APA. And one thing that I do expect you to do is this paraphrasing. I do not want you to be doing a lot of direct quotes, if any. In this class, you should not be using direct quotes. Even in research, they're used sparingly. So I expect you to use paraphrasing and the appropriate in-text citation to go along with the reference page. So I do have direct quotes there, but again, you should be focusing on paraphrasing and not direct quotes. And then if you want to know something about me, you're welcome to take a look at this instructor information page right here. Here's me. So this is who I am. Tell you about myself. Here's my cell phone number, my office number if you need to get in touch with me. Now, let's get into the actual work. So your work is going to be including these modules. This is Module 1, Data Dashboard Analysis. You'll see it's due on October 22nd. Here's Module 2. Notice how it's still grayed out because I'm still working on it. I'll release it as soon as possible. So Module 1 has two. It has a State and Federal Dashboards module, and it has a personal introduction. So let's start off with 1A. So here is your module. Click on this, and this will describe to you what you need to be doing. So all of your modules have a standard, they have a rationale, and they have content knowledge sections. This is the things you're going to need to read and look up. And most of them are on the web because this is a zero cost course, so there shouldn't be anything you have to pay for. So you go to these links and read the documents and use them as part of your assignment. Now, if you're going to use my citations, I've already put these in APA format. All you have to do is copy them and use appropriate in-text citations to go along with them. So for this one, you're essentially going to be looking at some data dashboards. You're going to you're going to develop a essential question. You're going to use a data protocol, which is right here. With that data protocol, I expect you to be able to name your documents appropriately. And then you're going to do several other things. And one thing that I did add this course is, for this term, is when I ask you to write a short discussion, I'm trying to get you to know how much to write, because that was one of the problems. People don't know how much to write. So you should write at least 5 to 7 sentences. You can write more, but you need to write no less than 5 to 7 sentences. So I got some of that in there. It won't be in every module, but it's enough that it'll get you an idea that I expect you to write quite a bit and not just give one sentence answers or 2 sentence answers. You need to really think about your thoughts and articulate them. And number 14 kind of tells you how to post your work. So again, this is the introduction. This is what your first module looks like. I'll make another video on that in a little while. But then after that, you have Module 1B. That's kind of an introduction. It's a role play, so take a look at that, and you'll post it as a question, and then you'll respond to your classmates. So, well, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy the class. If you have questions, please let me know. Talk to you later.